Ryan, congratulations on your return. It was 9 weeks. How did you feel after your 30-odd minutes?
Yeah, thanks for having me on, guys. Yeah, it was a little bit weird, actually. I sort of felt like what it did at the start of my NRL career, just coming off the bench and into a close game too. So I was definitely a little bit nervous, but excited at the same time. But yeah, it was quite a game to come back into, and yeah, sort of prepared us for next week, I think, now.
Were you hesitant at all coming into this game?
No, I don't think so. I think I just built a bit of confidence up during the couple of weeks that I knew I was probably close to coming back, and we sort of took our time with it, and I'm pretty grateful we did that. Just sort of gave me that time to build a bit of confidence, and the guys are winning, so that always helps. So yeah, I don't know. It was just a weird feeling, but I think it was good to sort of come back and experience that adrenaline rush again. And actually, while I'm talking to you, Harry Grant's trying to call me, but I've got you on the other.
Brush him, you're talking to us. So there were a few standout performers for you guys, very, very strong across the park. But Brandon Smith, starting in that hooking role, and I read today that he's now decided he's going to stick around at Melbourne because he's either got a starting role as a lock or a hooker. How integral is he to your guys' success?
Oh, he's unbelievable. The way he's been playing this year, and even just taking over in sort of meetings and speaking up and what he sees and what he thinks. He's actually pretty intelligent, as much as we probably don't think that, but he's quite a smart footy player, and the way he's playing at the moment is just testament to the hard work he puts in, and he's just such a competitor, and you can see that when he runs out in the field, and yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that you want in your team, and yeah, hopefully he stays because he's quite the player.
How much better is Brandon Smith than Harry Grant?
Well, Harry's watching, so I'm going to just give him a little. Actually, I'm not going to give him a rap. I'm going to say, Brandon, you're ahead of him at the moment. Harry, stop calling me, and you might change your mind.
Mate, one player I'd like your opinion on is your halfback, Jerome Hughes. When the game got to that stage where someone had to stand up, it looked like he just slowed down. He came up with that beautiful little kick over that ended up scoring the try to Remus Smith. How have you seen the develop of Jerome Hughes? Because he was originally a fullback when you went down there, and now he's ended up steering the team around. Yeah,
massively. He's maybe one of the top halfbacks in the comp, in my opinion. And just to see that development in the last few years, it's such a big positional change. And the way he's sort of gone about it, he's kept his running game, but he's also learnt a lot about the ball playing and managing games. And he's got that aura about him where he's pretty calm and pretty chilled out. So just to see that and him become that all-round sort of halfback, it's pretty impressive. And he's another guy that I'm pretty sure he just re-signed for a bit. So it's good to see that. And to play alongside him, yeah, it's a pretty cool feeling. And he's obviously, that's 2 internationals and they're both Kiwis. So, yeah, just keep trying to play off them. And yeah, they've improved heaps. So it's good to see where they're at now.
All right, in your absence, Nico Hines has played some great footy. Have you been death riding him at all over the last couple of months?
It's a weird one. We've got a bit of a good relationship with Nico. It's as long as he's doing well. And we're winning. I guess sort of helps that he's moving on next year. A bit of a question there, I think. But yeah, he's just come to light and just shows the sort of depth we have in the squad all around the park, really. And it's just that next man up mentality, and he's really shown that. He's probably been one of our best players the last couple of months. So, yeah, it might be hard to get back into the side in that number 1 position, but yeah, it's always good to have that depth and just to be in that side. And yeah, hopefully we can get to another premiership because that's the end goal.
Hey, Ryan, Nico was asked about you coming back, and he said that as well it was great for the team, but it was really good for your mental health as well. I was just wondering how tough it was for you mentally to be out for that 9 weeks.
Yeah, it was pretty tough, and I think it was hard to speak about at the time just because I sort of felt guilty for talking about it, I guess. I just felt that there were some people in probably worse positions than I am, and like I'm still getting paid. I've still got a job, and I could chill out. I didn't have to go to work every single day. The club was really looking after me, and so I sort of just kept my head down for a little bit. But talking about it now, it was actually pretty tough, just the emotion sort of going through it, and one day you'd feel good and then the next you wouldn't, and then that sort of stretched out. I'd feel terrible for a couple of weeks, and then I'd have this day where I felt good and I thought I'd turned a corner, and that'd last a few hours, and then I'd just be rubbish again. So just those sort of emotions and thinking I was all right, and then having another little setback, it was pretty hard to come to terms with. But I'm just thankful that the club took their time with it, and they didn't rush me back. And the boys obviously winning helped a lot with that. And I could just sit back and enjoy that part of it.
Yeah, I think speaking out about it will relate to a lot of people and help a lot of people, so well done.
Further to, we were just talking about Nico Hines before. I think what's impressed me most about him, and you'd know him more as a person, his humility when he speaks about not just football, but his role within the team and his teammates. It's absolutely incredible. And even though he's moving on, he's a real quality individual that Sharks are picking up, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. He's obviously brought to light a lot of the mental health sort of things and started a lot of conversations within the club, and sort of brought us tighter as a group. So yeah, he was really strong about that, and I think he's experienced a fair bit himself. So to bring that to light, that takes a bit to talk about, and to share it with the group and encourage everyone else to do the same. I think it's pretty impressive, and yeah, he's going to be a big loss next year, I think, and a good pickup by the Sharks. But yeah, hopefully we stay mates and yeah, can shake hands and that after a game. But yeah, he's definitely massive for the club, and yeah, great player too.
What about Panthers, just quickly before we let you go? Massive match. I mean, we're all very much looking forward to it. I can imagine you would be as well.
Yeah, it's a big game coming up. I think we sort of got a taste of that gritty sort of end-to-end game on the weekend against the Cowboys. So I think Penrith had the similar last night. They had to really work hard for their win, and I'm sure that'll be no different this week. So I'm sure they'll have a bit of hurt from last year in the grand final, and we're going to have to expect that. But yeah, we'll turn up, and hopefully we can get that another win.
80 minutes for you, do you think, or you'll slowly but surely start to just increase?
I'm actually not too sure. I'll sort of find that out during the week, I guess. Yeah, I'm really not too sure. Hopefully, but yeah, I'll see what the coaches have in mind.
Okay, well,
welcome back.
Yeah, absolutely. It was wonderful to see you back out there on Friday night. We really appreciate your time today. Thank you so much.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.